I've made beef tacos, I've made prawn tacos, fish tacos, but I've never made vegetarian tacos. Things are about to change today. I'm going to make mushroom tacos. These are fantastic for my vegetarian friends. Mushrooms are so meaty, particularly these mushrooms. These are field mushrooms, so they've got a lot of texture to them. Mushrooms are a great carrier of flavour, so they can go with big, bold ingredients. Now the lime is going to give this a really nice zingy flavour. I want about 3 limes and just give them a really good press just to extract as much juice out of the limes as possible. I'll cut them in half and I'm going to use a juicer to squeeze the juice. Oh, look at that. Beautiful limes. I actually only need about 2.5 limes for this because they are so juicy, but I will also use some extra lime for the sauce. And then in a large bowl, I'm going to pour my lime juice in. Also coriander. The leaves I'll use for a garnish later on, but the stalks and the roots have so much flavour and are fantastic to go into our mushroom marinade. Just scrape down the roots just to take away any excess dirt, and then we'll just trim it down and then gather it together and as fine as you can with a sharp knife, chop the roots and the stalks. We want about a tablespoon. We'll put the leaves over here for later. And then that can go into the bowl with our lime juice. And a classic spice to go with the mushrooms, smoked paprika. You could also use a hot paprika. You could even use a little bit of chili or cayenne pepper here if you like. Now we need to season this. Good crack of pepper, a generous amount of salt and extra virgin olive oil, a good glug of that. Don't forget the mushrooms are like sponges, so as soon as I add them into this marinade, they're going to soak up all these lovely flavours. All right, with a spoon, give that a really good mix. And now in with our mushrooms, and then give them a really good toss. Get your hands in there. Ensure that everything is coated. And you may have noticed I left the skin on the mushrooms. So much flavour in it. It's good for you. All you need to do is just give them a really quick brush. All right, let's get cooking. My grill is really hot. You don't need to add any oil. There's plenty of oil on the mushrooms. Give them plenty of room to grill. And don't overcrowd the pan too. You don't want these mushrooms to sweat. You want them to really get that smoky flavour. All right, while they're grilling, they're going to take about 1 to 2 minutes on each side. We can prepare our garnishes. For the sauce, a little bit of salsa, just a tomato salsa with a little bit of sour cream. Love the tang of that. And then with your spoon, give it a mix. It may be a little bit thick, no worries. Just add a little bit of lime juice to it and then slowly incorporate it until we've got a nice emulsified sauce. Now for a little bit of cabbage, purple cabbage. I want to get this as fine as possible, so just on the mandolin, finely shred it. And this is going to give the tacos a great crunch. Avocado, very traditional in tacos. So I'll cut one of these very ripe avocados in half and then with a spoon, scoop out the flesh, flip it over and then finely slice the avocado. So we've got thin slithers. You could add some carrot to this if you like, some capsicum, some cucumber for a little bit of freshness too. Just going to separate the avocado. We'll put that to one side. All right, now time to prepare our tortillas. I like to use smaller tortillas. These are white corn tortillas. When you're working with corn tortillas, it's a great idea to splash them with a little bit of water before you start to cook them. This not only steams the corn tortillas, but it also helps fry them, so they're going to be really pliable. So into the pan, and then on the other side, I'm going to just splash it with a little bit more water. And these take 10 seconds on each side, and then we're ready to assemble our beautiful tacos. Now for the fun part, and I think this is why everyone loves tacos. When you're making them at home, it's the theatre of assembling them. You put all of these ingredients in the middle of the table and people can put as much sour cream and salsa as they like, as much avocado, as many mushrooms, or as little, so it's up to you. And then a little bit of avocado When you're making tacos, I always find that we get a little bit excited and put too much inside the taco. You want to be able to taste that white corn tortilla, so don't overcrowd it. Also, it'll just make it really hard to eat. A little bit of our shredded cabbage, our charred mushrooms on top. This is the meaty component. Fabulous. And then fresh coriander, a few sprigs on each. The jalapenos, they've got a bit of a kick, so add just a few, and then a drizzle of lime over the top. And I'm presenting my tacos in my nifty little taco stand, and voila, those are really cool tacos. They're gluten-free, vegetarian, they taste so good, and they only take moments to prepare.